Hello, these are just some of my winter onions grown in these 10-inch water buckets. This onion is an onion called Ailsa Craig, and this onion is a Japanese onion. Ailsa Craig was grown from seed. The Japanese onions were grown from sets. They were both planted in the autumn of last year, and they've grown on in these water buckets now through autumn, through winter, and we're in the spring of the year now here in the UK. And on the face of it, they're looking quite good. You'd have to be pleased with these. They're swelling up nicely. There's lots of nice lush top growth on them. These supports have stopped them breaking off in the wind and bending over. We've kept them upright. And we're quite pleased with these until we come further up the plant. Let me just pan this camera. Okay, I'm sure I've no need to tell you what this means. A couple of these Japanese onions, let's correct that, 3 of these Japanese onions have bolted, they've gone to seed. And this is a problem we've had before here at Homegrown Veg. And I've asked your help in the past. This Ailsa Craig has gone to seed. There's one here that's bolted, that's gone to seed. And I have asked your advice in the past because it's my usual reaction to seeing this is just to yank these guys out, and I've binned them in the past in the belief that they would never make a bulb onion. And the comments I got back on a video that I posted on this subject last year said, "Whoa, hold on, don't do that. Take them as a green onion and eat them as a green onion, or just let the seed head develop and take the seeds, or nip the seed head out, let the onion grow on and see what you get." And there was some out there would advocate that, yeah, you will get some usable onion at the end of this. I've got to admit, I didn't believe that. I did not believe that you would get any usable onion, that all the energy that's in that bulb would now go into this stem up to that seed head to produce seed. There'll be no more energy going into that bulb to swell it, to make it bigger. And furthermore, these stems tend to grow right through the middle of the onion bulb, so there's nothing left to eat. Ha! Well, did I get a surprise. I took your advice and I left a couple in. I didn't take them out. What I did do was I took the seed head off, I nipped the seed head off, and just let them grow on. Then at the end of the year I harvested them, got them on the kitchen table and split them open with a knife. And boy, did I get a surprise. It was something I'd never saw before. And I put a video up on the subject. But what I'm going to do now, I'm going to dovetail part of that video into this video to show you what you might get if you leave onions in that have bolted, that have gone to seed, but simply pinch out the seed head. Check out what I got, come back to me, let me know what you think, and let me know if you've ever seen this before, because I've never seen this before. Okay, Pop that one there. And do this one first. Have you had a good year growing your onions? I've done really well, really well. I've grown some winter onions and I've grown some onions through spring and summer. Yeah, I had a good return this year, growing from seed. Right, let's split this guy open, shall we? In fact, no, what we'll do, we'll pop him there. And we'll top this one as well. Hello, Tess. I've got the dogs with me today. Come round here. Come here. This is Tess. Can you say Tess? I hope you can. Onions, you don't like these. Come here, Dotty. This is Dotty. Can you say Dotty? You don't like onions either, Dotty. Fern, come here. Come here, Fern. Come here, lass. Good girl. Come here. What's this? And this is Fern. Come here. I'm not too sure if we've got Fern in shot. Anyway, we've got the dogs with us for the next few days. Molly's keeping her head down. She doesn't like onions, so we might not see Molly. Oh. Now then, this guy's split into two. Actually, when you look at this, and somebody mentioned this to me, and to be honest, I must admit, I was a bit dubious of what I'd heard, a bit sceptical really of what I'd heard. But this is going to prove that what that person told me was absolutely correct. And I didn't know that till I started taking this skin off. How about that? That's where the seed stalk grew. It's not growing through the centre of the onion. It's growing up the side, look. How good is that? Now I suspect this is waste, but all this is onion. I didn't know that. I always expected this to grow straight through the middle of the onion. This is the first time I've seen this. Now that might make it worthwhile just letting these onions grow on. That looks like quite a sizable bulb onion now, doesn't it? And the stem is off to the side. Ha ha! How about that? That is the first time I've seen that. The first time I've seen that. Okay, let's, I'll just tidy this board up a bit because there's a wee bit of dirt getting on it. Okay, we'll split this guy first and see what we've got. Now, it looks as though the stem for this onion that had bolted has gone down the middle. So perhaps it can be one or the other. It looks as though we've got both here. But I'm going to split this. We're going to have a look. That's if I don't cut myself in the process. Are you ready? Well, there it is, right down the middle. Look at that. And that onion is about hollowed out, isn't it? What looks like that is an avocado. When you take the stone out, it has a big hollow in the middle. I can't recall, there's something looks like that. But look at that. There's the seed stem right down the middle. Right in the middle. And that onion's hollow. So we're going to get absolutely zilch. Nothing from that onion. But hey, look at this guy. Now the problem is they both look the same growing in the bed, and I couldn't tell whether these two onions would look like this when they came out, which is what I expected, or would actually get one like that, which is what I didn't expect. Come on. What would we do? What would you do? Would you let them go to seed? Would you let them bolt in the hope that you would get some of these? Or would you pull them out in the assumption you'd probably get lots of these? What would you do? That's unbelievable, isn't it? That I've never seen before. I've seen this, I've never seen that. I've never seen this hollowing out before. There's usually onion, but there's no onion here, but there's lots of onion here. Well, blow me down. That's got me beat. That has got me beat. What about you? Have you ever seen that before? I've never seen that before. Never seen an onion throwing the seed head up from its side. It's always come through the middle. But hey, we learn something, don't we? And I guess only by pinching those two onions out and letting them grow on, that was the only way I would find this out. I've never seen it before. Have you? Have you ever seen this before? I've never seen this before. Am I labouring a point now? I think I am, and I'm doing that because I'm gobsmacked. I'm just gobsmacked. I never expected this. Before I stripped these two onions out, I never expected to be looking at this. I'm not lost for words. I'm not usually lost for words, but I honestly don't know what to say. That was totally unexpected, as you can probably guess from the tone in my voice. And here we are again, with onions that have bolted. So what are we going to do? I'll show you what we're going to do. We're going to take these seed heads out. We're going to leave these onions to grow on, and at the end of the growing season we're going to split them open on the kitchen table and see if we get anything. Is that a deal? Well, that's what I'm going to do. Now you can please yourself what you do, but that's what I'm going to do. As I've said in the past, I would normally have just yanked these guys out. You know, they wouldn't have lasted very long once I'd seen these seed heads. But based on that video clip that you've just seen and my experience, I'm going to give this another go. I'm going to let these onions grow on till the end of the season, then we'll harvest them, get them in on that kitchen table, split them with a knife, see what we've got. Okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy it as much as the walk I've just had with Molly in the Lake District. I've tagged a wee bit of video on the end of this video for your enjoyment. Okay, so this is Homegrown Veg, signing out.